Maybe this is heaven, maybe that's just you. I don't trust my judgment, cause I'm just 22. My mind just running circles, my heart is out in the rain. I know that this is sudden, but do you feel the same? Do you feel the same? Do you feel that I can't make my mind up? I don't know what to do. I'm trying to be honest, a point of view. So you tell me that you're leaving, but I wish you would stay. I think that this is worth it, but do you feel the same? 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 Do you feel the same?
하늘이랑 이 나무 색깔 너무 잘 어울린다.
놀이터에 정말
그죠? 주말에는 장난 아니. 여기 꽃집 없어졌네. 그죠? 다 자리로 됐네. 그게 예뻤는데. 비슷한가 봐.
그럴 땐 이렇게 자르면 돼요. 그래서 너무 많은 거 아니야? 괜찮지? 그럼 언니 결국 여기는 기다려서 들어오고 근데 한참 기다렸어. 그것도 여름에. 왜냐면 내가 체리 타르트를 먹었거든요. 그러니까 체리가 나오는 시대였으니까.
귀엽다. 너무 예쁘다. 저는 얘랑 구름이빵이랑 마카다미아. 근데 바질도 맛있을 것 같아.
Memories of you fill my head. Recently I've been thinking about your smiling hair. Instead of focusing on me, I've been focusing on you. Memories of the time we spent back when we were so in love with us. I've been wondering how you're doing, I've been wondering how you sleep at night. I've been missing you these nights. I've been missing our sunny days. Those sunny days I spent with you in town, walking down that sunny street, passing that coffee house where we drink lemonade and ate some cherry cake. This memory never fades. Those sunny days where we just laid around, clueless about the world outside, just focusing on us. I miss those sunny days I spent with you. No matter what the season is, I still be thinking about you in a summer, spring, or fall. No matter night or day, at school or home, or even when I'm sleeping, I'll be dreaming about you. I miss the sunny smile you've placed on my face. Sometimes I think meeting you was a mistake, 'cause I can't do anything without you. I've been missing you these nights. I've been missing our sunny days. The sunny days I spent with you in town, walking down that sunny street, passing the coffee house where we drank lemonade and ate some cherry cake. This memory never fades. Those sunny days where we just laid around, clueless about the world outside, just focusing on us. I miss those sunny days I spent with you. I miss those sunny days I spent with you.
여기서 여기가 문이야? 너무 예쁘다.
テレビでお願いします。
プレイで、はい、
大丈夫ですか？
はい、大丈夫です。見たかなんですけど。
ありがとうございます。
너무 예쁘다. 뭔가本当こんなセンスどうしたら持てるんですか？いや素敵です。めっちゃ可愛い。
넌 가릴 음식 없어? 그래. 불고기했어?
세상에 오늘의 따뜻함. 너무 친절하시다 진짜. 여기 잘 돼야지. 맞아.
학교랑 같이 나네.
귀여워. konnichiwa.
そんなに買うもんないでしょだって。毎回ロックしていくんだよ。
ミスレスとかスリーコとかが入ってる施設が私があと行くと決まりのコースに
ありがとうございます。かわいい。 맛있다. 맛있는데?
出してたらもらってたのかわかんないですけど、定期的に近所まで来てもらって、で必ずその帰りに寄ってもらってたんですよ。
아 진짜? 이건 아직 공기는 좋다.
Got a kitty cat sleeping on my left side. I don't even need to see you tonight. Had me for a minute, expectations high, but a fuck nigga can't keep up his disguise. Why you tryna talk? Can't you see I'm tired? I don't need to hear you fucking testify. Always stay up late, argue through the night. Always think I'm wrong, always think you're right, but you can't tell me shit. That's just what it is. I pay my own bills and I'm fucking lit. I am not impressed. You make too much mess. Yeah. On to the next. Guess it's for the best. Yeah. Guess it's for the best. On to the next. Guess it's for the best. Yeah. Guess it's for the best. On to the next. Guess it's for the best. Pack up your bags and tie your shoes. Go get to stepping, cause I'm sick of you. Said that you need me, it ain't nothing new. Now I see how far you've grown from the truth. You've been creeping while I'm sleeping. And I know that your new girl wants smoke. This farmer better get his hoe. You don't want me around your zip code. You can't tell me shit, that's just what it is. I pay my own bills and I'm fucking lit, babe. I am not impressed, ain't gon' have me stressed. On to the next, guess it's for the best. Yeah, guess it's for the best. On to the next, guess it's for the best. Yeah, guess it's for the best. On to the next, guess it's for the best. Yeah.
소프트 드링크 있네.
맞네. 오, 맛있어.
맛있다.
어.
밑에 타르트가 소금 되게 짭짤하지 않아?
근데 위에 이거 오렌지 때문에 되게 상큼하다.
사람이 너무
I've got an internet crush. She's not a celebrity, but she's taken. So can't help falling in love.
근데 많이 팔리는 것 같아.
Can't take the hint and give up. My mama told me don't talk to people you haven't met. I guess my mama was right, but it's not 'cause everybody you meet is dangerous, but 'cause they'll break your heart. 'Cause she plays it so cool, making up her own rules, and I'm a loser for thinking I've got any shot in the dark. Now it's hitting me hard. Tell me what am I supposed to do? 'Cause I've got an internet crush. She's not a celebrity, but she's taken. Still can't help falling in love. Can't take the hint and give up. I've got it. Internet never said. Why can't I make up my mind? Cause she plays it so cool, making up her own rules. And I'm a loser for thinking I've got any shot in the dark. Now it's hitting me hard. Tell me, what am I supposed to do? Cause I've got an internet crush. She's not a celebrity, but she's taken. Still can't help falling in love. Can't take the hint.